I've only got soup in the house.
Yeah. I need to come clean. I can't lie any longer.
Say something so the camera's no longer on me panicking. I was like buzzing. I was. If you've got a dilly for your willy, contact me.
I have a present for you.
Hey, that's actually half sick.
That's never occurred to me.
I got proper hit on at a gig last week.
Oh, I love that for you.
It's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Again, how you doing, Beck? You all right, girl? Good to see you.
I mean, I did disclose it to her before putting it out on a public forum. I'll get to that bit.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's never, nothing like that's ever happened to me before.
I know. You didn't have to. At no point was anyone sat watching this. Oh, I bet it happens all the time to Liam there.
I think I just had I had a great gig, you know, the type of gig we did see each other last night. I just mentioned this in brief to you then, like that, where everything, you get to do everything you want to do. Like, I got to try new stuff, did existing stuff, did crowd work, everything went well. I had a dead good gig. So she didn't fancy me.
Oh, it was a she. Oh, see, that's where I got confused straight away. I was really excited for you. Oh,
she did.
See what I did there? Yeah,
I see what you did. You belittled me when I was riding a high. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much.
Is that what his name was? A high. Why were you riding it?
It's a very exotic name, to be fair. She, yeah, I mean, like, she didn't fancy me. She just fancied the idea.
No, I know.
The idea of me. Yeah, I mean, well, if she'd have seen me the next night,
like you're a figment of her imagination.
Well, the reality of me was the following night, I went out for a drink with my mate, and it ended with like me and him on Bold Street on one of those electric scooters. One of them, me on the back, him on the front, singing A Whole New World by Aladdin.
Oh my god!
And I was Princess Jasmine in that scenario.
So is that when she wasn't into you?
I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. If she could have seen that, she would have retracted the statement she was making. Do you know what? I don't even know.
Maybe she would have liked that more. A girl loves a man on like a motorbike.
A girl loves a man who loves Disney.
Then they don't. But like a motorbike and stuff, they're sexy them. So like you've got that, but like the
there's a motorbike,
the B-Tech version.
And there's an e-scooter, a B-Tech version. Yeah, you're right.
You don't know what she's into.
I mean, I think I kind of do. She kind of told me.
Oh right, okay, good stuff.
It was very graphic, to be honest. Like it was intense, the shit she was saying to me. I was panicking, even though Rebecca was in Liverpool and I was in Manchester.
Ringing her, can you come and pick me up?
I was panicking, just thinking, oh my, like, holy shit.
No, I'm panicking. I'm gonna lose my girlfriend.
I went full ball dance. And if you don't get that reference, just fuck off. I'm not going to explain it to you. Watch ball dance. But I was panicking. So it just started off kind of like innocent. Like she knew the compare and that. We were having a chat at the back. Right. She came over and was like, just chatting, saying I think you're dead funny and that. And then just as the conversation was sort of winding down, it was me, Mike Carter was there. We were chatting to her and her mate, and we were having a laugh. As the conversation was winding down, she was like, I did a bit about Rebecca. I did a bit about having a missus. So she says, if I just want to let you know, if you hadn't
was it
done...
the bit that you slagged her off though? Because the girl might have been more enthused at coming over to you. Like clearly he's not happy. You know what I mean?
To be fair, no. Literally, my opening line was, "I live with me missus. I love me missus." Like that's literally how I like get onto the bit. And she was
fucking
like,
hack. Look at you.
I know I am. Yeah, I haven't figured.
Look at you with joy in your life.
Love in my heart. Yeah. She goes, If you hadn't done, I just want to let you know, if you hadn't done that bit about having a missus, I would 100% be making a move on you. And I was like...
You're like, what bit? Which bit?
Got me notepad out and just crossed it all the set.
I knew that bit didn't work anyway, right?
Who's that on your phone wallpaper? Oh, my sister.
Yeah. Just got images of you shagging your sister.
I don't have one. Oh, now I'm imagining my brother in a dress. Why have you done that
to me? Yeah, because I'm trying to fill while you're taking a drink there. Sorry to like break the fourth wall.
Hey, you did
but
it, mate.
She said if you didn't do that bit, she'd have been all over you.
Yeah.
Okay. So that sort of implies that she does have respect for Becca. But then you also said that she got graphic, which sort of suggests there's no respect there.
So the follow-on statement for that was obviously I went fucking chocker because shit like that doesn't happen to me. My face went bright red. I was like buzzing. I was proper half-chedded with myself. Me cheeks up. I was smiling like, oh, pretty girl likes me. That's what it was like. I was proper chedded.
Like Sully on Monsters Inc. when he sees Boo in the fucking bed. Kitty!
I was far too chedded, and she was just like, "Are you happy?" She asked me next, "Are you happy?" And I was like, "Yes, very happy."
Are you happy?
I'm very happy in my relationship. I'm very loyal. There's me thinking, nipped in the bud, right? Okay. So then the next section starts, and we're just kind of like, Aaron and her mate have kind of like lingered around, like in the acts area, but they're not sat down. I'm sat with Mike Carter, just like. I'm speaking to Mike a bit, but she was speaking quite loud to her mate, so I asked her to be kind of quiet when the acts are on, but not a knob about it, just be respectful and that. And then, but then...
Put your fucking mouth shut!
Screamed
Did she have a birthday badge? Was she 9 as well?
Shut the fuck up! Yeah, direct references to my jokes, if anyone's seen them.
No
Ruining punchlines.
Burning your material for you on the podcast.
Yeah. And so then there's like 2 more acts and then a break, and I think maybe a few more drinks had like hit her system at this point because she was being a lot more forward. I think the exact sentence was, I know you said before that you were happy, but I just want to let you know that if that was to change, I'm going to be coming to these gigs, and if you become unhappy.
What gig was this?
I will be here and I will have sex with you. That's exactly what she said to me.
It's like the worst script song ever. It's the worst script song ever.
Even Nelly has more respect for the opposite sex than that, doesn't he?
Well, that fucking line like, in the Man Who Can't Be Moved, it's just a girl in the comedy club. It's the worst remake ever. She's all laid up in bed.
I mean, I will say her delivery wasn't as fucking cold and robotic as mine. Like,
I thought you were going to say, what's he called out of Danny from the scripts? I thought you were going to say his delivery. Yeah, it's okay. So your response was,
I'm still blushing. Okay. I'm still just blushing and smiling and not really saying anything because I'm panicking. Like I said, I'm getting even more scared now, and I'm like, holy shit, what is going on here? And then so the next section starts, and she sort of sits down next to us, and I'm speaking to someone quietly. Another actor we know just come in. I'm like chatting and speaking to him.
Were they trying to fuck you as well?
I think possibly.
Mike Carter.
I'd have said yeah. She was like stroking me leg with her foot, like sat next to me, stroking me leg with her foot. Getting some
shit off her shoe.
Walk out stinking of shit.
Yeah. Turns out the girl's no longer into you. Can't imagine why.
She was just like rubbing me leg, and I was like becoming aware of it mid sentence, and I'm like, I sort of stop what I'm saying, and then I just start like explaining what is happening to the person. I said, I'm sorry, I had that weird pause, but this girl sat next to me, is rubbing my leg. I really don't know how to handle the situation. Stuff like this never happens to
Fly
me.
swatter out the way.
I'm panicking here. And then she leans in and whispers down my ear, you're not supposed to talk when the acts are on. Give us your tongue. Now, I don't know whether she wanted to neck me or she wanted to cut it off and put it in a box.
It's like a really bad jigsaw, isn't it? Not like an actual jigsaw, but like Jigsaw the movie.
Like Saw.
Yeah.
Jigsaw from Saw.
Yeah. Just a tongue.
Yeah. That's I was like...
Saw tongue.
At this point, I know I should be saying, stop it, go away. But
you don't say.
But I didn't know what to do, so I'm just kind of like, and then they're still kind of like wordless, like smiling and that. And then, they were asking me to like Mike Yannick comes.
Did these girls know each other?
They were friends, the girls.
Right, okay.
And they knew the compare, so that's what brought them to the sort of like the.
Do you reckon they had a bet at the start of the night?
Who's the fattest, ugliest guy we can shag?
I wasn't.
Thanks,
no,
mate. No, that's where my brain went.
Hang on, you put fucking words in my mouth and I was like, yeah, thanks, Aaron. Fucking my self-esteem's gone because of you. No, but like they could have, like it I don't mean to suggest that these girls weren't as into you as you think they were.
I just think you need to come to terms with how irresistible I am now, mate. I'm the sexy one on the podcast. And I
mean, there was no doubt in my mind. But it does seem a bit sus that both the girls are that forward. You know what I mean?
Only one of them, not the other one. I don't know where.
Okay, right. So I thought you getting hit on by two separate girls, and they both were mates.
Oh, I don't know what I would have done then. I probably would have had to run out of the gig because I
tell Beck that it's done with. At what point? How many girls in one night would have to like try it on with you before you say to Beck, "Listen"?
I'd be fighting them off, mate, left and right, because I'm fucking loyal, and she's watching this. I'd be fighting them off.
I'll cut this bit. What would you actually have to do?
I'd probably do what I did in this situation and fucking say nothing. I just panicked. I didn't really say much. Luckily, right, Mike Yannick comes over. He's like, "Oh, I've just told him we've like got to make a move after Carter's been on." So we were like cutting out before the final act rather than at the end of the show, which meant we kind of had to like be quick so we weren't in the way and interrupting the show because of where the door was and that. So I was like, I stood up. She was like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm getting off." And she was like, "Stay, play pool. You can watch me bend over the table."
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And I was like, I've got to go. And I ran out. And
oh, my God.
Mike Yannick.
See, it's quite funny because your instant reaction would be to run. And if a girl asked me to play pool, I'd be like, she's fucking getting it. Because I've been practicing on the fucking phone there. On this 8-ball pool thing there. I'd be like, you don't know what you fucking started, girl. Okay? She'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe that I've actually won him over. He's into me. And I'm just out fucking 9-balling. And like, what?
I just fucking chinned the mic then. Forgot where it was.
Oh man, that's a lot. I mean, it sounds like you've had a terrible experience. I really do feel for you.
Well, I came out and I went to my car. So I went, "Lad, that was actually kind of horrible, you know." And he was like, "Oh, I'm so fucking sorry. Cry me a river."
Yeah, you poor guy. What were the girls like? Like, don't be a twat about it.
No, I'm not.
I mean, you wouldn't anyway. That's not you at all. But like, were they good looking? Like,
I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. So what's that?
I don't know.
What gig was it?
It was at Brick House Social.
Was that the one? Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So. What the fuck?
Mate, I'm just as fucking.
That was a hardy venue, though. To be fair, there was flowers everywhere and shit on the. It's a hardy venue. That
proper Instagrammable venue.
Yeah. Like they've got like neon signs that's like fucking.
They were all younger as well. Like I was one of the oldest people there. My car share, us three. It was me, Mike Carter, Mike Yannick. We were the oldest fucks in the room.
The three musketeers of. Sexual comedy.
Well, when we got out, Mike Yannick
combined fucking attractiveness rating of 7 between the three of you.
Hey, mate, fucking. So we get out. Yannick's like, "I had to save you, bro. I had to get us out of there." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, nice one." And then we're in the car, and I start telling him all the things that I told you and the words that were said. He was like, "Turn this car around now!" But he was only joking. But it was just the change from like, "I had to rescue you. I had to get you out of there."
Oh my
to like,
God, that's insane.
I know, mate.
I mean, I'll be honest. I feel like if you see in episode 2 and the story I came with, I felt that was more realistic than a girl sticking it on you to that level of forward.
I back that. And also the situations, I would imagine both of those situations, so you getting fucking watched having a poo and me getting hit on, they should be the other way round. I think those experiences.
You should be watched having I don't think I should be the one getting hit on, to be fair. I feel like I don't know what you see out of your eyes when you look at me, but you've said a few comments with
handsome young chap.
You reckon?
Yeah, you're more handsome than me. That's all I need to think you're handsome, to be fair.
Okay, just anything above you. I mean, I wasn't fucking, regardless of what you think, I do appreciate it. Thank you, mate. I disagree, but more so today, because sorry to just quickly move on from what you were saying, but I had a tooth filling today, and I left that dentist like I'd had a stroke. Really? Half my face was just out here. I went to bed as soon as I got home. I got home at like 11 and just went and lay in bed just feeling sorry for myself. I didn't eat until like 2 o'clock. But the reason I bring up the dentist is I've got a fucking problem, and this is kind of like the off your chest section at the start of at the end of the show, but I'm just going to do it now because the dentist surgeon person dentist
I think they're just called a dentist, mate.
The dentist.
I don't know why you feel the need to add a suffix to that.
The Mr. Dentist.
Mr. Dentist, man.
You wouldn't want a dentist at Miss, would you? so bad. But he recognised me from the show in Stockport. He's been to the show before. So I was chatting with him and stuff, and I was saying, like, you know, is it as common as you think when with people brushing their teeth before the dentist? Because I was like I brushed my teeth for 9 minutes this morning. Do you know what I mean?
As if that's gonna as if it's like trimming your pubes before going on a night out. Like, you're just gonna fucking make yourself more presentable.
I'm more likely to brush my teeth than trim my pubes.
I'm gonna trick him. I'm gonna hide. There's like 6 months of neglect. Is that what it was?
yeah. I mean, mate, I trim my pubes a lot more than I would.
You brush your teeth? Like, good to know.
Visual inch, mate. Honestly, the worst part is I brush my teeth twice a day, so it sounds like I brush my teeth 3 times. Trim my pubes 3 times a day. Can't possibly have a millimetre of growth. 5 o'clock shadow around my shaft.
You are relying on that extra inch.
5 o'clock shaft. Anyway, I said to him, does everyone brush their teeth before they come to the dentist? And he told me something that has quite literally ruined my day. It turns out it's not nearly as common as you think, and it's actually more common that people don't, and they just come with coffee breath and they've just had their lunch and stuff. And I want to just address the camera real quick, because if you're one of those people that doesn't brush your teeth before the dentist, sort your fucking life out immediately.
I think in general, to be fair, if you don't brush your teeth in general, let alone before the man or woman or anything in between.
Dentist. You don't have to put a suffix on it, lad. But, mate, my head fell off. He said, yeah, like literally like probably 1 in 10 actually come in with fresh breath. And I couldn't fucking believe it, man, because I literally brushed my teeth for like 9 minutes this morning. And I do fucking, I honestly, I had like fucking, previously, I've had like little breath spray in the car and stuff, and I, give it a little...
Yeah, they're literally going to have their head in your fucking gob.
I was necking mint imperials like they were acid tablets on the way there. I'm not even kidding. Like, you can ask Beth, she bought mint imperials from Moan Bargains, 99p for a pack of 100.
Like Baby Bear, didn't
Yeah. And I had 4 in the car. It was a 20-minute journey.
Really, yeah? You were that parrot about anyone thinking you had stank breath?
Yeah. I just think it's common decent. Like, nothing offends me more in life than people that stink. You know what I mean? This needs addressing in the circuit, if any comics listen to this, because there's more stinky comics than not. Do you know what I mean? There's some proper stinky comics.
Depends on the type of actor. Can be a sweaty job. I'm not trying to defend them.
They're not Michael McIntyre down the stage. Just fucking put a bit of deodorant on it. It's £1. It's £1. Have a shower and come.
I live my life paranoid that I am one of these stinky people, so I take all the actions necessary to not be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Like washing.
I mean, that's a starting point, isn't it?
Yeah, I do that quite frequently.
Like deodorant, what are we talking? Do you just apply like normal deodorant?
Yeah.
I use roll-on, then spray as well. And then on the outside, I also use spray. I'm that paranoid about being a smelly. Yeah. If I stink, just tell. I'd rather know.
Oh, yeah, I'd rather someone said, listen,
100%.
I've got some deodorant here, throw a bit of that on.
Yeah.
Then just fucking...
I've got mints, do you want one?
Yeah.
I'd like that. Tell me I stink. If you think I stink, tell me so I can do something about it. But you don't... If someone's really stinky, they're clearly not aware of it.
Yeah.
And you think, I can't say nothing.
Yeah.
But you want nothing more.
The best part is, when I said stinky comics, you thought of 3 people, and they're probably the same 3 people I thought of. They are redacted. But yeah, I can't be doing with it. Like, genuinely, nothing offends me more than people who stink. Like, when you meet up with your mate or something and he just hasn't showered that morning, you're thinking, like, how disrespectful is that? We've come out for some food and you just stink in the gaff. Like, I won't meet you again.
This is a passive-aggressive way of him having a go at me for when we meet up and go for food, isn't it? Is this what we were getting to now?
I probably wouldn't do the podcast with you if you smelt bad, though. Because I'd just be like, no.
Well, give me a compliment and say the words, have I ever stunk?
No, you've not.
Thought I've stunk?
No.
That's made my day more than that girl hitting on me.
Because you know that mine was definitely legit.
Yeah, because you know me as a person. I've lived my life since teenage years in fear of being a smelly bastard.
Yeah.
Mate, I wear 3 deodorants a day. And you just told me I've never stunk.
I've got like 10 aftershaves at home. Like, I've got an actual problem.
Do you?
Like, yeah.
And you put all of them on at once?
No.
Create your own super fragrance.
Like when you see those fucking TikTok cleaners doing their toilet and they've just thrown fucking chemicals in, like they're trying to build a fucking Ukrainian bomb.
Toilet paper match, lighting the shit on fire. Yeah, lose their eyebrows, but fucking
Mayday.
That bog is sparkling.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. That's how clean it is. Oh yeah, man, I can't be doing with people that stink. And it's just genuinely him saying, like, my dentist is so sound. Like, I can only imagine though the way he put that needle in my mouth today that I picked on him when he was on the front row. Like I said that, I was like, did I pick on you at a show? What are you doing?
Did he put you under at all? Did you have to go under?
No, it's just a fill-in. He just puts like numbing agent in. But he was like, he did it, and I was sort of going, fucking hell. Like it was, do you know what I mean? You could tell it was hurting because I'm proper shit house. Like I've got tattoos everywhere, and you ask anyone that's tattooed me.
The needles.
Oh yeah, I'm not a fan, man.
Mate, you are quite covered in tattoos.
Yeah, I've passed out getting tattooed twice. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
You fucking gimp. I can see you in the talk of that tattoo shop for at least the next few days after that.
No, yeah.
He's back in.
Genuinely, it isn't because of the pain, because I've had a couple of tattoos where I'm like, fucking hell, that hurts, man. But like, it's mainly just because I get so anxious about it that I don't really eat. And then that's the fucking...
Is it the opposite? They're like, oh my God, this guy's like so relaxed getting this tattoo done. He must be solid. You're just like...
Look like I just come out of the dentist.
What would you have done if as the dentist was like, oh, he didn't put you to sleep? I was going to say, what would you have done as he was putting you to sleep, he just whispered in your ear, gives you tongue.
Do you want me to bend over this pool table here? I'll be like, why have you got a pool table? Oh, I'm already gone.
I didn't even mention about fucking sorry to digress, telling Rebecca.
I thought we were going to spend a bit more time on me passing out doing in the tattoo. I'm really, don't worry, man, you can move on.
Sorry.
I'm fine with it.
Sorry.
I'm absolutely, no, don't apologise.
Do you know what? I'm not sorry because I wasn't
over
finished and you pushed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm fighting for fucking... I can't, I'm scared, there's confrontation. I was trying to say I'm fighting for fucking... What's the word?
Where's the confrontation?
I see this as confrontation.
Oh, okay,
I'm in my head going, I'm only joking. I'm trying to think of the word I was looking for, dominance. See, that's how foreign the concept is to me.
Okay.
Dominance. I couldn't pull it out the back of my head. I feel like I just need to tell Rebecca because it did go pretty far. And I actually didn't I should have nipped it in. I felt guilty that I wasn't like, can you fuck off?
Hang on. Have you not told Rebecca the whole story? Is she going to find out on Monday
when
this goes out?
I did tell her the full story, and I was like, kind of off. I don't know why. I did nothing wrong. I think it's because I kind of liked it. I felt guilty, so I was like shitting myself about going home and telling her. And I
sorry to cut you off, but did you do the comics level of embellishing? Like, babe, you're not going to believe this. Margot Robbie in the crowd tonight. And you're not going to understand what she said to me. Your mind's not going to be able to process it. But basically,
well, you've got to think as well. I've got in the back of me head the first time I ever got hit on at a gig. It was a lot more subtle than this, very subtle. And I went home and told Rebecca, and I was like, "It's all right though." I told her I had a girlfriend, and Rebecca was like, "Not fiance."
Oh my God!
She just did that to get a reaction out of me, but in the moment, I shit myself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've got that in the back of my head, like, oh, how's she gonna react to this? So I tell her. And she's smiling the whole time as I'm like, and I'm thinking, she's a psycho bitch, what's she going to say? I'm like, as she's smiling like a nutter, and all she had to say at the end of it was, I just think it's dead funny because she'd have only been disappointed.
Oh my God, she's fucking done you, hasn't she?
Yeah, like gaslighting me, like you can't have anyone else. It's only me.
If you'd have said that to her, oh my God. But when she says it to you, we're literally going, wait,
I agree with you.
Done you there?
I agree.
Mate, shout out Becca.
I know.
You know, spread negativity with Aaron Wood and Rebecca Murray, mate. I don't mind that.
Sorry to cut you off about the dentist.
But
give it.
Yeah,
give it. Make the bitch accountable. Baby, I love you. I'm not a misogynist. You're not a bitch. I'm in love with you, and I can't wait till the wedding. Spend all that money. It's going to be great. Say something. Say something so the camera's no longer on me panicking.
What do you mean?
I'm panicking.
I'm going to just leave it on you. 5 minutes later. Yeah, man, I can't believe she's done you like that. She'd have only been disappointed. I love that for her.
Absolutely.
I absolutely love it. Me and Beth have talked about this sort of stuff before because I buzz off when like people are into her. Like if we go on like a night out or something, and like the amount of times people have just thought I'm her gay best mate because they just fucking come over and I just let it happen. Do you know what I mean? Because like she's...
when you say buzz off it and let it happen, are you just in the corner? Does your head just go...
Myself.
You just engage?
No, what I mean is I just leave her to it. Do you know what I mean? Like, Joe's like, there's some lads, like, if you went over to their missus, they'd fucking, like, they'd go in and they'd intercept straight away. And
what are you doing?
What are you doing talking to my... I just leave it to it. We were on holiday in Portugal, and we went on this night out. I swear to God, this is true, right? You can ask Beth herself. We were talking about it last night, actually, with Tegan. And there's some guy comes over, and he starts cracking on with Beth straight away. She's sort of going like, no, I'm not interested. Like, no, I'm with him. I'm not interested. Go away. See you later. Bye. And I just leave her to do that because I'm not... She can handle herself, you know what I mean? And there's a point where
and you'd get your head kicked in front of her, and you don't want that to happen.
Why have you got her out me?
Is he insulting you as well? Is he going, who is this this a string bean?
Where's he from?
You said you're in Portugal. I just went for an exotic accent. Suddenly he is French.
The guy was literally English.
Was he? Yeah.
Anyway, he goes over to Beth and he's sort of trying to crack on. She's going, no, I'm not interested. The guy then comes over to me and he's going, oh, let me dance with your girlfriend, mate. Let me dance with your girlfriend. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean let her? I mean, if she wants you to dance with her, crack on. But like, it's not really for me to decide. Do you know what I mean? She's her own person. And he's going, I'm not going to do anything though. Like, I'm coming on holiday with my dad. Just let me dance with her. It's like...
He's trying to get her back to the hotel so him and his dad can smash her.
Mate, we come back off the holiday 6 months ago. That's never occurred to me.
I'm with me dad. His dad's going, go on, lad, get her back.
That never fucking occurred to me.
Hey, so you were right in what you said, very diplomatic, you know, let her make the decision. For him to then say, oh, come on, I'm not trying anything. Surely then you must be thinking, well, why are you trying to hide the fact you are?
Well, when he came over, he was so like...
Imagine going on a father-son holiday. Oh, it was great. We bonded. We did jet skiing. We went for some nice meals. We had drinks, smashed a bit. Top and tail.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Beth. I forget. I'm not just talking about some random girl either.
Anyway. So he comes over and he's saying like he just wants to dance with it, and I thought like we both thought that he was gay when he approached, because he approached, and I wish I could act out what he did, but you know, like when someone's like he was in the squat position walking towards her.
Like a crab. I don't know what the fuck.
Exactly.
Like, as a dance move, when he's on the dance floor.
So we thought
he's literally thrusting towards her.
Yeah.
Not trying nothing. He had back there.
He had a shirt on that like had like 4 buttons undone, and like I just thought the guy looked like fucking. Do you know what I mean? He just like he was a handsome chap. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like we thought he was gay, so we didn't even think anything of it at first. I was just laughing at him. Well, not laughing at him because he's gay. I realised how that sounds. But like, just the way he was dancing, and I was like, this guy's fucking sound here. Next thing I know, he's got his arm around me missus going, hey, I'm with me dad.
Let me introduce you.
I think I've misunderstood. But like I say, he came over to me. He's like, let me dance with it. I'm just with my dad. Like, I'm not trying to do anything. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you, mate. Like, just dance with your dad. I don't know. Why have you got to dance with my girlfriend? Just dance with your dad. I don't know why this is hard for you to understand.
Doing the horny crap to each other. With his dad.
Daddy crab. But yeah, man. So he goes back over to Beth, and he's again still trying to crack on with it. And in the end, she just sort of goes like, no, fuck off. And he goes, I've got a girlfriend at home. I'm genuinely not trying to do anything. I just want to dance. I was like, I don't know how to help you. In the end, I just sort of said to him, I was like, mate, I'll be honest. I really want you to dance with her. Like, I do, but it's entirely up to her. And hang on, Beth.
You didn't want to look like the dickhead.
Will you dance with him? No. Fuck. I'm really trying for you here as well. Like, I'm really sorry. I really do apologize. And he just left and just walked away. But I think he left thinking that I was trying to help him. It's going on.
What a fucking...
He was an absolute lunatic.
So he did try to crack on with her, did you say?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But he was trying to lure me into a false sense of security, so I'd turn my back.
It's all right. He's grabbing her out. I've got a missus. It's all right.
I just don't understand, like, we're on holiday together. I sort of get like there's some girls out there and there's some lads that just do not care. Do you know what I mean? They'll go on a night out and they'll be fucking pulling someone in the fucking cloakroom while they've gone to the toilet and stuff. They're just not arsed. But when you're on holiday, that's the fucking awkward Ryanair flight home, innit? If you've fucking been goosed by father and son duo like 2 days earlier. Babe, you crack on. I'll meet you at the pool tomorrow. What is it? Breakfast finishes at 9. Does it sound? I'll meet you there. Do you know what I mean? Like, in what world? I'm sure it has happened and people have been very lucky. But it's
like him and his dad are going to wake up in the bed and you've laid out the clothes nicely. I'm like, on you wait, come on.
Just go back with them and just hold the bags like when you're on a roller coaster and you don't want to get on.
You are king cook. I did not know that about you.
I didn't either until now.
Oh,
but the reason it came up is that fucking I just buzz off like when people are. I don't get like fucking pissed off. Do you know what I mean? I just buzz off. Like if people are into it, I'm like, yeah, sound.
Yeah.
And when I told you recently about that gig I did for the brunch club. When there was that, I mean, I probably shouldn't have said that. The brunch gig I did, whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah, whatever.
It's not no one's there's a fucking monopoly. Do you know what I mean? They have the monopoly on brunch gigs. It's just like, what?
But when them girls try it on, I told Beth, and she was like, I finally get it now, why you're not asked when lads try it on with me. Because, like, yeah, someone wants my boyfriend. Cool. And I totally. Do you know what I mean?
I didn't even, my brain didn't. I'm so insecure, my brain didn't even go there.
I love how you were like, I didn't realise you were such a cock. Because in your mind, I said, oh, I quite like it when people are into my missus. You didn't hear.
Do you want to introduce it to your dad?
Yeah. You didn't hear, oh, it's a bit of an ego boost when people are attracted to his missus. You just heard, oh, fucking hell, you heard about Aaron Wood there? He likes watching his missus get railed.
That's exactly what I heard, to be honest, yeah.
I think we need to take a break.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to, off camera, iron out some details for you before circuits start travelling.
Draw me some pictures, lads.
No.
Okay.
What's up, guys? Thanks so much for downloading the podcast. Listen, if you are watching on YouTube, please do us a favour, drop the video a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It really does help more than you think.
If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, or anywhere that you get your podcasts, please give us a 5-star rating. If you think we're worth less than that, just don't rate it. Don't be a nib end. Don't be a Karen. Do one.
And if you wouldn't mind, give us a follow on social media as well. It's at Spread Negativity Pod on absolutely everything, except for Twitter, where it's at S Negativity Pod, because Twitter is a gobshite, and we didn't realise that was a character limit until we decided on the name. So fuck you, Twitter. Let's get back to the episode. I have a present for you.
Okay.
So I'm weird with this. Someone will say they like something, and I'm like a mum. I'll just buy it them for the rest of their life. And I walked past this in Boots, and I thought of you. So I got you this.
Anxious. Oh my fucking God. Hey, that's actually half sick.
Look at his little face. So precious.
Well, I was planning, when someone says they've got you a gift and they're going to give it to you, you feel the pressure to be like, what if it's dog shit? How much am I going to have to fake
I
this?
mean, I would have got it. I would have understood. But it's a Marmite egg cup, mate. So you enjoy that. That's for your new house.
And it's broke already. Mate, you're looking at me like I didn't catch it. You threw it into the centre. Production quality, people. This is...
Where's it gone? That's like the shittest magic trick ever. It's not under the table. It's like just gone.
It's on the other side. Egg cup with marmite. So it does it.
Yeah, so it's
with
you should have seen me and Beth trying to fucking take the lid off. It's not a lid. It is just the egg cup, and then there's Marmite in the bottom of it.
What the fuck? How? What?
There's like no in the
oh, in the box.
Yeah,
oh, devoed. I mean, I never really eat boiled eggs, but now I've got a reason to.
So you said, if you don't understand the context of what's happening here, Liam said on last week's episode that he's a big lover of Marmite.
Smash it.
And I abused him, and I felt quite bad about it. So now I've
oh, mate, you didn't have to. I mean, you really didn't have to.
Anyway, that brings me on to my next point. Fucking hell,
sorry, I was so engrossed in the gift.
I'm a really, really big fan of Aldi R8s. I'm a really big fan of them. You know, they say you love them or you hate them. I really like Aldis.
They cars are they? Yeah. Yeah, to go fast on that.
Yeah.
I'm not a petrol head.
No, just and also Range Rovers. Really like those.
Yeah.
Just giving you ideas for next week.
If you're fishing for gifts, I'm a terrible gift buyer. I'm not like...
I mean, just buy the basic model Range Rover. It would that'd do me that. I don't think I'd be going, fucking hell, it's not the good
What was the Aldi model?
All right, I was just taking the piss.
Oh no, but I might be able to afford that over the Range Rover, so I'll see what I can do.
You really don't know anything about cars, do you?
Been a good year. Profits have been. No, I don't know anything about.
Audi R8 is that cheap?
Aren't they?
No.
As if I'd get one for like 200 quid. If I could get an Audi R8 for 200 quid, no matter what quality it was I'd buy it for you.
I probably wouldn't need you to buy me one because I would have one, wouldn't I?
Yeah, well,
although I probably wouldn't want one if it was 200 quid.
What if I get like a dead good deal in that, and it's like it's a shitty.
Who's your car dealer?
I mean, I literally walk. I drive a Skoda. I drive a Skoda. Went into the Skoda dealership. Was like, that looks comfortable and affordable. Yeah. Sign me up. I told me mate, I drove it. Showed me mate my new car. He was like, did it come with the tampons or did you have to buy them yourself?
God. Ah, your mate's a misogynist.
I know. How dare he? Yeah. I didn't say that. I'm proud of my Skoda. I am.
You're proud of it, like you've achieved it. You've achieved the Skoda.
It's an Audi in a different fucking shell. Skodas, Volkswagen, Seat, Audi, all the same. They're all part of Volkswagen. I've just got.
Do you reckon Rebecca has the same thoughts about you? He's George Clooney in a fat fuck.
Yeah, I think what all she likes about me really is the face, because she went to gym once, the cheeky fuck, and came back and she went, do you know if you had big arms, I think you might be like a problem. I think there'd be girls all after you. I'm like, hold on, what the fuck? If you weren't
disgusting to look at, you might be attractive.
That's exactly what I was saying.
How do you even get away? Honestly, I worship the ground Beth walks on. I would never say any of this stuff to her. Like, you sort of would like taking the piss, going, hey, fatty, one of them. I mean, I don't. Sometimes I say that, but like, it is like so obviously a joke when it gets said. Rebecca's coming in and just fucking going for the jugular.
Mate, she's 2-footing me in the fucking jugular. I'm realising as I'm talking about it out loud, I am being gaslighted. No wonder I found the concept of a woman finding me attractive so foreign.
I need to come clean. I can't lie any longer.
You haven't been shagging her, have you?
No, but she said at the start, like, you're actually only 12 stone, mate. We've been trying to convince you that you're fat. Becca said to me, she was like, listen, can you make loads of fat jokes about Liam? Because I'm worried if he realises that he's got abs, then he'll leave.
So how many inch waist am I really?
What are you now?
I don't want to say it on the podcast.
What are you now?
It's double digits.
I mean, I'd hope so. What the fuck are you?
That's as far as I'm going.
It's like, it wasn't 9, was it? Fucking built like a can of fucking Monster. Some hourglass figure that, mate. We're fucking really thin in the middle.
Double digits, that's all I'm willing to fucking...
12.
Yeah, that's all I'm willing to divulge.
Well, you're actually only you're a 31. Becca's been saying for ages, we need to gaslight Liam as much as you can because I'm worried that he'll leave. And I've already paid my half for your stag do. So I was fully on board with the plans.
Next time I get hit on, I'm going to do something.
Just do it, mate. Yeah.
Fuck you, Beck.
Imagine we actually convinced you. You're walking out.
I start buying tighter, smaller clothes. My fucking midriff's exposed. And I'm like, I finally look how I feel.
Start doing fucking stand-up like Bert Kreischer, but not because you know you're fat, but because you think you're beautiful and everyone wants to see you topless. Oh, man. No, I actually feel a bit sad for you. Becca's being really horrible. That's. I
think I need to have a word with her.
Like, when I say something, it's bants in it, but when she says something, it sounds like it's really hurtful.
Yeah, I just don't think she has any tact. She just doesn't have much tact
at all.
Her written word is so much worse than her spoken word. Yeah. There's like no thought put in when like messages she comes across as like no confrontation.
There's no typing and deleting with her. She just types, sends.
Yeah, that's what I thought at the time. Yeah. Thanks, love.
Fucking hell, man. I feel like we need to sort of say a few words about, like, obviously it's the 4th episode now, and we've had some dead nice messages. Like, when we started this, we were very realistic in the amount of views we were going to get. Like, we knew it was going to be slow initially, but I'll be honest, like, despite it only being a couple of 100 downloads a week, like, it's actually about 180 more than we thought it would be. And we knew 4 of them would be me, you, Beth, and Bex.
Yeah, so I actually had 2 immediate family members that I had them pegged for the view.
You pegged your family members?
Yeah, moving on.
I mean, I don't know how you would peg them. Why are you using a strap on and not just your own?
I really don't want to sidetrack, but have you ever seen them?
What?
Just like you can get like a dick extenders, and I have no idea why you'd want to use one.
I would love to use one.
It's like a dilly you put on your willy, but then what's the point for you?
I think it's fucking hilarious.
I don't get it.
I would love, mate, I'd love to use one. I would absolutely love to use one.
But anyway, address the listeners.
If you want to send anything in,
if you've got a dilly for your willy, contacts.
That's the fucking slogan, that mate. Mate, our merch is going to be fire.
Dilly for your willy.
When we get more than 200 downloads a week, that our merch is going to be mwah. Okay, good. Yeah, man, like it's genuinely like we knew it was going to be really slow, but it has sort of exceeded our expectations despite how slow it is, and we do really appreciate like nice messages and stuff that people have been sending in. Like I know you've been in quite a lot and stuff.
Yeah.
And we've had a couple of people at shows like fucking watch it and stuff like after we've plugged it and then fucking message us. So that's really nice. Just keep doing that. Like we really appreciate it. Just throw it into your WhatsApp groups and your group chats and all that sort of stuff. Share it with your mates because we feel like we're doing a pretty good job of it. Like we feel like it is funny and that people are enjoying it. So we just want more people to see it basically. So keep just sending it around. And obviously we do a couple of features like with the off your chest section at the end. Email us in at spreadnegativitypod@gmail.com. Is that right? I'm nailing this. Similar to sort of Becca, my written word's a lot worse than my spoken word, and that's why I do the talking, and Liam does all the fucking.
Yeah, you set up half the accounts, and the amount of times you ask me for the passwords has blown my mind. What's the password for this account I set up?
I literally set up all of them, sent them to you. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm absolutely useless at it. You could honestly. There's some accounts that I can't get access to, and if we did get hacked, I'd be like, fucking fair play to you, because you can get in them, and I can't. It's impressive. But yeah, like just keep sharing it around with your mates, put it in your group chats, your WhatsApp groups, keep telling all your friends about it, and like I say, just email us in if you've got any questions you want to ask, or we're just going to get some knobheads going like, why do you keep doing this podcast? And that will upset us. I mean, I feel like I've gave them the idea now.
Yeah, you have.
Now they are going to do it.
As long as Beck doesn't start messaging in saying you're not attractive, women don't like you.
Every email we get, we're going to display it on the wall behind us.
And who it's from.
Yeah, that'd be great, that, actually. Just loads like Beck, ugly. UGLY. But yeah, like I say, just keep telling your friends about it. We really do appreciate all the support. I feel like I've done this at an awkward time within the episode.
Nah, you got it out there, man. It's better to get it done than not. I'm shit at this stuff, so thanks for taking the
battle.
Just keep watching. That's me. If you'd have asked me to do that, I would have been like I was fucking being held hostage by Al Qaeda. Just like, if you sign up to our Patreon that we don't have yet.
Fucking hell, we're a long way off there. We have one Patreon and it's Beth, and it's £3 a month, and she makes me pay £3 more a month on the mortgage. So I'm really not making anything. If anything, we're losing money because Patreon take a cut.
Subscribe on YouTube and Beth will get off with your dad. That's the plan.
I mean,
Aaron might like that.
You're setting a fucking horrendous precedent. We went into the ad break and I was like, I really need to fucking I need to iron out some details here because you've got this completely wrong.
No, I'm happy with my version of events and I don't need reality.
Yeah, it's so much better when you don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. Why would you? Oh, fuck it out.
Got a question for you. What
Hit me.
is the stupidest injury you've ever gotten?
Wow. So I was in Portugal and there was this guy that wanted to shag Beth, and I didn't let him, so his dad knocked me out. That was pretty stupid. That. Fucking hell, I've had a few actually. Okay, so there was. You ever been to a trampoline park?
Do I look like I've been to a trampoline park? I don't think my fucking calves could take the heat.
Is that Beck's words or yours, Liam?
They're my words.
Okay, fair enough.
Very confident in my trampolining ability. Like she's trying to convince me not to. You don't want to hurt yourself because she just doesn't want me to know I can fly without her.
Yeah. You've had one too many Red Bulls. Turn it in. Yeah, man. I've been to a trampoline park. Me and Beth went to one pretty early on in our relationship, and it's just full of little kiddies. And we went to one in like quite a rough area, like near where I live. Yeah. And it was just full of little scallies, like these kids. You know them kids that are like fucking 7 years old, but they front you.
Yeah, the feral ones. Yeah.
And there was just this little dickhead, right? He was an absolute thunder cunt, right? And I was sort of trying to laugh it off because I just got with Beth and I wanted to think I was good with kids, despite the fact I fucking hate them. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, isn't he cute?
When
Isn't
you
he
show
a
your
little
missus
tyke?
like a different version of you until she falls in love and then you can be yourself. So there was fucking these kids there and they were just being dickheads. Like they were just fucking on the trampolines, like holding a slushy. Do you know what I mean? You're just like, oh, come on, man.
That's a recipe for disaster, that.
Absolutely. And this little fucking rat just lobs a volleyball at me. Like it was one of those ones that's like a bit like a Ninja Warrior course, and they had like.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, why this fuck's a volleyball or a...
Yeah, there was like loads going on.
Myself.
And he fucking just brought it with him. But it was just like a little volleyball, and he just fucking like not a volleyball, a dodgeball. Do you know the foam balls? What?
But he volleyed it at you.
Yeah, he volleyed it in my head. So he lobs it at me, and I thought, you fucking little rat, you're getting it here. Yeah. And mate, I'm not kidding. I fucking threw this ball at his head, and had the worst pain in my neck for about 2 weeks. Like I thought I was gonna die. Like I pulled my neck out in such a, I don't know the force I must have threw this ball at this
I'm
kid's
sorry
head.
for your neck. You lobbed this ball at the kid. That's what I'm more concerned. What happened to the
fuck
kid?
The kid, man. I mean, don't.
Did you get him? Oh, see,
that really
give me
ruins the
permission.
trampoline park. Sir, can you stop it? I'm trying to enjoy me bouncing.
Aaron Wood said I could.
Yeah, man. I just fucking lobbed the ball.
Was he mid-air as you hit him? Did it carry him a bit?
I missed.
It's even worse.
It genuinely, my own strength was my own downfall. Yeah, like because I threw it so hard. My aim was just fucking not there, and I missed him, and I fucking killed my neck off. I was walking around like a giraffe in a bungalow for the past fucking, just walking around like, mate, the worst pain I've ever had in my life. Like every time someone talks to me, I'd be like, yeah, it was fucking awful.
So you went to a trampoline park,
yeah,
and the thing that injured you was being an old cunt.
No, it was like 3 years ago. I was I'm only 25 now, so I was like 21, 22.
Pretty much your prime.
Yeah.
You were at your prime.
I mean, the 7-year-old, I fucking booted him in his jaw on the way out. Like, he thought that was bad. You should have seen him. But you know what I mean? But yeah, that was a pretty bad one. I also jumped off a wall once that was probably no higher than that table. And landed on my feet, and it sent like fucking shockwaves through my body, and I fell like I was in a cartoon.
You fell?
Just like to my knees, and just like fucking, oh mate, awful. I have so many stupid injuries.
Shockwave.
Yeah, like I was a write-off for 2 days, man. I couldn't walk. It was so painful. Like
just
horrendous.
From jumping off a wall. Did you just not brace for impact? Did you keep your knees locked or something?
Yeah, must have done. But I just landed up like proper firmly on my feet, and it just fucking, I like, literally fell to my knees. Like, do you know the end scene in Shawshank Redemption when he comes out of the sewer, he's like,
it's pissing down with rain.
Yeah, outside Morrison's. It was outside Morrison's.
Was it?
Yeah.
You just didn't want to walk around.
Yeah,
you
literally,
jumped over the wall.
I thought I'll just dive over this wall here. Oh, big mistake. What about you? I feel like you've asked this because you've got one yourself.
I've got injury, but I also have attacked a small child before. I'd confess to that scene as you tried to lob a volleyball at one. I was like 15. This kid was me little brother's age, so he was about 9, yeah. And he was just like, me and my mates were just walking to the shop, and he was telling me mate, like you said, you know those kids who from people?
Yeah.
He was telling my mate how he was going to batter him, and he was going, I'm going to get you, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, you know, it was just like shadow boxing and that. Yeah. And I just went back at him, and I was like, yeah, well, you see you, I'm going to get you, and I started shadow boxing.
And just chinned him.
And he walked into me, walked towards me, and I just clocked him in the face. And there was like that split second of panic. I've just punched, I'm like, you've just punched a 9-year-old in the face. And I just went, oh mate, I'm so sorry. And he went, started screaming his head off. I ran as fast as I ran away.
The one and only time you've ran.
Yeah, I could not have looked guiltier. I just legged it. Didn't go anywhere because it was right by my fucking house as well. So I didn't like go back home for like there was a long walk to the shop, I'll put it that way. And then when I came back home, not long after, his mum knocked round, and I had to explain to her. Do you know
where you live?
I literally had to. Yeah, they knew it. They were like, he was like a friend of my little brother. They used to like play.
My God.
I had to say to her, I didn't punch him. He
face.
walked into my fist, but he literally fucking did.
As I threw it towards his face.
Yeah. Well, you see, the thing is, he was telling my mate he was going to batter him, and I was just shadow boxing towards. It was just like the worst, mate. I was cringing.
My God,
I just apologised, and thankfully no charges were pressed.
I moved to a new house when I was like fucking 14. And this just have some sort of relevance-ish. It just involves children that front you. But I'd moved to a fucking proper shithole area, and I was like 14 years old, and they'd just moved in, and like the removal men were like still sorting shit out and stuff, and like we didn't have any food in. but all we had was a can of soup. You know what I mean? And my mum was like, I'm not giving you any fucking money. So you just need to have this soup. And I had a quid, so I thought I'm going to go get some bread with my soup, because what sort of fucking paedophile doesn't have bread with soup?
Yeah.
So I went to the fucking co-op to get this fucking... It was like the height of summer, by the way. So I went to go and get this bread.
Very summery meal, that.
Yeah, well, it's all we had. We'd just moved house. We had fuck all. It wasn't like I fucking had loads of microchips and I could throw in or something. So anyway, I'm walking back from the co-op, and there's just like... Do you know the sort of like stereotypical family that have the sofa on the front yard?
Yep. Yeah, there was
like
in
the height of summer. And genuinely, I don't really have a fucking problem with that.
Like they have their drinks in the front rather than the back.
Yeah,
for everyone to see.
People take the piss out of it, but a lot of these fucking shit terraced houses, they just have a yard that's got your fucking bins in.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you've, just sit wherever you want, man. Just enjoy your house. Just do whatever. So I don't begrudge him that. But as I'm walking past this house, they had like music on, and it was the sort of stereotypical family that people take the piss out of, really. And they've got music on, and this kid, he's like 6 years old. Bear in mind, I've lived there for 11 seconds.
Is this your first pit stop? You've just literally gone the house once in a soup. I'm going to get some bread.
We've been packing all morning. We've got to the house. I'm starving. I went to go get some bread. And that's it. That's all that's happened. That's how long I've lived in the house. The kid just points at me and goes, "That's the lad that spat at me." And I went, "What the fuck?"
He wanted to just see you get battered.
Yeah, like proper fucking knobhead kid, right? So he goes, "That's the lad that spat at me." And now, I don't know if you've sort of got the vibe from me, from when I was talking about how I hate people that stink. Spitting's fucking grim. Not a fan of it at all. The only time I will do it is when I do it over my own face, right? But I get a bit dribbly sometimes, you know how it is. But I wouldn't spit on a child. Do you know what I mean? I mean, maybe I would, but like I wouldn't spit in general. Do you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't just like I'd never seen this kid before in my life. So he goes, "That's the kid. That's the guy that spat at me." His dad marches over to me. Like marches fucking over to me. Yeah. He was like, "Why'd you spit at my kid?" And I was just like, this 13, 14-year-old guy, I was also a kid, do you know what I mean? I was just sort of holding me Warburton's bread going like, I don't know, mate. Like,
I've only got soup in the house.
Yeah. That's all you'll be fucking eating for the rest of your life if you carry on, lad. Spitting my kid again. Fucking eating it through a straw, right? So he goes, "Why are you spitting at my kid?" And I was like, I haven't, mate. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I've lived there for 12 seconds. Like, I don't know.
What a bullshit story as well. Like, I've only just moved. It couldn't possibly have been me. I've only just moved.
I'm from Stoke. Like, I don't even know your child. But yeah, man, he fucking comes over. He's going absolutely off his head. I'm like, "Mate, I've literally just moved here. I've never seen your kid in your life." Like, I'm proper shitting myself. This guy was like 30 or whatever. Like, he was I'm like 14. So I was just shitting myself. And he just goes, "Right, well, don't fucking spit at him again." And he just like walked off. And I had to walk. And I was going like, I didn't know. And he said, "Don't do it." I was just, but for like the next fucking, that was the street adjacent to us. So for the next like 5 years of living there, that kid just thought he was a fucking dog's ball.
He could do
like,
whatever.
Done my head in, man. I hated this kid. Like there was a park not too far.
I'm invincible. He can't spit at me now.
Oh, fuck it, yeah. But like there was a park down the road from the house I lived in, and he's like, you sort of like, his family was like well known in the area. Do you know what I mean? Like the dad like set someone's house on fire for like a disagreement. Awesome. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like it was
a little crime.
Like I grew up in a shithole, mate, and I still live in one now. But yeah, man, I was in the park and I was just playing footy with my mates in one of the cages, and that kid just comes and just nicks my ball, and I couldn't do anything. I was tormented by this fucking 7-year-old child for fucking 5 years. I mean, he ended up being 12.
he grew up.
Yeah. By this point, I'm 19. It's still fucking embarrassing. Do you know what I mean? Like, It was, all right, mate, it was awful. Like, he started playing footy with my ball and wouldn't get me back. But you can't do anything. Like, you literally can't. His dad set someone's house on fire. Like, it's not like I'm going to be like, "Mate, that's my ball. Give it back." Like, just, all right.
I mean, at the very least, his dad should have spat at you in principle. So you're lucky that you come out completely unscathed. Yeah. If he's willing to set someone's house on fire, I'm sure he'd throw a little spit back at a fucking kid. Mate, what a nut job.
Insane.
You've given me insight, though, because I was going to ask you the question. I wonder what makes these kids that cocky. It's having a dad who's
it's just having a dad that's just not fucking arsed. But I also feel bad for them at the same time, because fucking
it's got deep now. If you're watching, Timmy, we forgive you. And
wasn't called Timmy, it was called fucking Declan or something. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be something proper fucking eggy. Sorry if you called Declan, but It's not my fault. Your parents named you.
I had a mate called, and I was fucking calling him out on this, called Declan with a D at the end.
Kill yourself.
I think his dad just couldn't spell. I think he just fucked it up on the birth certificate.
Put his elbow on the fucking keyboard.
I was too proud to say otherwise. You're fucking Declan with a D. So he was called Declan D. Yeah.
Declan D. That's fucking awful. Oh, man. I feel we should wrap it up. Do the off your chest section at the end of the show. I feel like I've already done that with the kid that gave me a traumatic childhood. But but what can we do? Have you got anything you want to get off your chest, man? I feel like we need an intro for this. We need to talk about this off pod, but I do feel like we need an intro. Anyway, anything you want to get off
like a segment?
Yeah.
I am fuming at people who get offended by bad language. I just think it's the fucking stupidest thing ever. What brought this to my attention was something pretty big's happened the past few days in terms of the news. Russia has invaded Ukraine. There's a war going on.
I heard Debenhams went into liquidation. I thought that's what you're on about. Literally, I don't even know if they have. I just fucking... Isn't it mad how HMV's still there?
Oh, mate, that...
Sorry.
It blows my mind as well. But so, yeah, Russia's invaded Ukraine. Horrible. There's a war happening. People are dying. I'm watching the news.
Nice one, thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Comedy.
It's like audio description for the blind.
So I'm watching the news, and which I'm loath to do anyway, because it's fucking full of misery,
sadness. Yeah.
And someone's reporting live from like Ukraine, and there's loads of people in the background with signs and that. And then as they switch back to like the main studio, the news anchor or presenter, whatever they're called, said, I just want to apologise for anyone who was offended by some of the language on the signs behind there. And I was like,
there is a war, you absolute thunder cunt.
Exactly. People are dying, and that's sound, but I'm going to get upset by a sign that says fuck off Putin in the background on a piece of cardboard.
Which, not being funny, don't want to be that guy, but he can fuck off.
Yeah,
that's the bare minimum that he can do. He's an absolute bellwith. Of course he can.
Who is that sensitive? That the news they apologise, so it's okay. We'll let them off this time, but next time we're getting on the fucking blower to Ofcom. Who calls Ofcom? Yeah. Who writes letters and emails about this shit? Who has the time?
I know, man. It's fucking mind blowing, isn't it? It's the same level of fucking idiocy as those people that leave notes on cars when someone's parked badly or they're in the wrong. Do you know what I mean? I've never understood how you're that bothered.
Got one recently.
Just drive away. I've had one before. I've had loads of them.
I was so destroyed by the rain that all it did was mush paper onto the windscreen, so I couldn't read no note. It just got.
He was actually saying, "I've actually dented your back wind mirror. Here's my number. Please call me."
Yeah.
I said your back wind mirror then. As if you've got them.
I told you I don't get cars. You could have blended that. I'd have been like, yeah, lad, yeah.
Ever check your mirrors? What about your back one? Yeah, man, I had one once when it was this woman. I just parked on the street near work back in the days. There was this woman. She left a note there, and then she came out as I was leaving, as I was getting in my car, and she's going mad. Don't park here again. Which straight away, if she'd have come out. I don't like these people that are like, yo, you can't park in front of my house. But if she'd have come out and been like, I'll tell the rest of the story first before I fucking explain what I'm about to say. But she was straight away just standoffish. Like, she's going fucking, don't park here again. And I was like, I will, because I pay my road tax like everyone else, and there's no sign that says I can't do that. Why don't you want me to park here? And she was like, well, I've got a daughter who's pregnant, and she had to park over there, and pointed like 4 meters away. And I was like, mate, if she's coming round in a car, she can walk 4 meters. Like, and also, if I don't park here, somebody else is going to. And also, there's a way to speak to somebody. And also, fuck off.
Yeah.
You don't own the road. If you honestly, the worst part is, I would probably be quite annoyed if somebody parked in front of my house and I couldn't park my car there. But I wouldn't then be annoyed at them. I'd just be gutted I couldn't afford a house.
And do you know what you'd do? You'd shrug it off.
You'd just shrug it off. You'd just go, someone's parked there. There's nothing I can do. There is bigger problems in the way. It was a fucking Tory town that I used to work in, and there was just people that had nothing else to fucking do but sit out the window and go, I don't like that blue car.
Look for things to be angry about.
Mate, so annoying. And like I said, what I was going to say before is I'd understand if she came out and was like, I know it's obviously dead convenient to park there because, you know, it can be a nightmare parking around here. My daughter's heavily pregnant and she comes round to see me sometimes and she can't really get in front of the house. Would there be any chance? I'd have literally gone, absolutely no worries, and never parked there. Mate, I parked there every day, even when it was inconvenient. Like there was a space near work, like
Giving
way
yourself a
nearer,
15-minute walk.
because she was going, oh, if you park here again, you'll be sorry. I was like, what do you mean I'll be sorry? What, you're gonna trash my car or something? And then she goes, you are a belligerent, idiotic, blah blah blah, and kept like throwing all these fucking dead long words
So
at
she
me.
really
I was
got
like,
to know
fucking hell,
you?
someone swallowed a dictionary. I couldn't even talk then, cleared what you said. You can go fuck yourself.
Sounded like you were choking on a dictionary.
Fucking hell. But yeah, man, she was just throwing all these dead long words at me. I was like, fucking hell, someone swallowed a dictionary before they came out. And I was just trying to fucking do a reading a bit more. Do you know what I mean? But like, just the way she spoke to me, I was fucking raging. I thought, I'm going to park there every day. And every day there was like close to parking spaces, but I just ended up fucking sticking my car outside her house. And do you know what? Nothing happened.
Yeah,
Because
she's a
what?
fucking
She was like, I'm
shithouse.
going to ring the police and tell them what? There's a car parked where it can be. I hate him, man. Get a life.
Do you know what's annoying about people like that, right? Is that she's come out full of salt, been an arsehole to you, called you all sorts, belligerent and that. If you said the word fart in front of her, she would be offended
Sure,
by
man.
that.
If I said the C-bomb,
Oh,
God forbid.
God forbid.
Yeah. Oh, mate, they're absolute arseholes, aren't they?
Yeah,
can't be doing with it.
fuck 'em.
Really can't fucking
Fuck
be
the
doing with it.
Tories. We're not a political podcast, but
I mean, it's a given, isn't
yeah,
it?
fuck the Tories.
You can't say, I've grew up in shitholes where people set houses on fire and then be like, by the way, I'm a Tory. Fucking hell. Is that about wrapped us up? Yeah. I had something I wanted to get off my chest, but I feel like it's done now. Because all I've done is take every little bit of anger you had about your week and I've related it to a story I have.
That's why we exist. We're spreading negativity. We're not just harbouring our own. We're passing it on to each other.
It's almost like in comedy clubs when people get told off for talking, because every time someone says something on stage, they turn and go, oh, I've got a story about that. Do you remember when this happened? And that's all I've done to you.
Stop relating to me shit.
Yeah. I'm really sorry. The only part I can't relate to is I don't have a girlfriend that gaslights me. And honestly, if you do have one of those, please email in spreadnegativitypod@gmail.com and we'll get back to reply and call you a shithouse.
You're also not as irresistible as I quite clearly am.
What?
I'm irresistible now. We've
I know,
established
but what's that got to do with what I was saying?
I just wanted the world to know it again. Closing statement. I'm
It
sexy
literally
now.
contradicted what I said.
I don't give a fuck. I'm sexy now and I want to spread this.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So regardless of whether or not it makes sense, you're just telling everyone.
Gaslight me, whatever. I'm not bothered about that part.
Have you actually looked in it? No, I'm joking. Oh, God, it's been fun, though. It has been a fun one. It feels like it's gone really quick.
Yeah.
I think, like I say, I think that about wraps it up. Are you done? Are you
Thanks
done?
for
You
listening.
happy?
Thanks
Yeah,
for watching.
like I say before as well, keep sharing this about with your mates. We really are quite proud of it. I feel like we've done something really good, and I feel like the people that are watching it are enjoying it, so we'd love more people to see it. So share it about, email in, do all that good stuff. Thanks so much for watching. We see you. Bye.
Ta-ta.